Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Let's take a look at a beer from Osaka today, and the brewery is called the Hotani Craft, and they are a brewery connected to what's called a Kampai company. Kampai is cheers in Japanese. And the Hotani Craft is it's not actually a brewery. They grow hops, and they have a project to raise hops in an area called Hirakata, and it's in the center of Japan. If you look at a map of Osaka, it would be Osaka Prefecture. It would be kind of in the northeastern section of Osaka Prefecture, and it is the Hotani area is where the kind of the concrete ends and the mountains sort of begin, leading over to Nara Prefecture. And they've been brewing for, I guess, about a year and a half, 2 years maybe now. They're not a brewery, but they have had their brews contract brewed at, first of all, at Brewery Standard in Osaka, which used to be called Brewery Center Point. And now this new one is a collaboration with Iwami Bakushu in Shimane Prefecture. So this is called the Hotani Craft plus Iwami Bakushu #1 Old Country Road Fresh Hop Hazy IPA. Quite a mouthful there. Basically, it is what they did was they took their hops down to Shimane Prefecture, which is kind of down in the southwest corner of Honshu, the main island of Japan, and they brewed a beer there with Iwami Bakushu. And Iwami Bakushu is also a brewery I don't know a lot about, and they don't have a lot of beers listed on Rate Beer or on Untapped, a few. But in any case, so they made a hazy IPA with their hops here. And there are no ratings on Rate Beer, and when I checked, there were no ratings on Untapped either. So the ingredients here are malt, oats, hops, and honey, which they've added. And they stress that the hops are partially those grown in Hotani. And the area where they're growing hops is not, how to put it nicely, it's not the best, it doesn't have the best climate for growing hops, and that hasn't stopped a lot of people from trying. There's another group called, what is it, the Hotani Craft project as well, not too far away, that they're also growing hops. And they grow hops in Yosano, Kyoto Prefecture, which is a little bit higher up and a little cooler, but still not the ideal climate. So we will see. Unfortunately, they don't specify what kind of hops they are growing and what kind of hops they are using in here. So let's see if we can suss them out. This beer cost 750 yen when I bought it, and that's probably around close to around maybe $5 or so US, something like that. Okay, well, shall we give this one a go? You can see all the, I guess it's kind of stylized vision of maybe the Hotani area and some fruity image here as well. Okay, well, we'll open this up and give it a go. Okay, this is a 6%er. If you've watched many of my videos, you probably know that I'm not the biggest fan of hazy IPAs, although they are probably the most popular category of beer currently. But a good one can be a pleasure to drink, and we'll see how this one is. This one has a typical hazy sort of light orange juice or orange juice, apple juice mix color, with a very thin, maybe quarter-inch of foam. Of course, you cannot see the carbonation. Okay. Yeah, it does have a kind of hazy sort of juicy nose. Quote, juicy, unquote, which is what the aficionados like to say. So it has a kind of light sort of stone fruit plus tropical fruit aroma. So there could be apples, peaches, definitely pineapple, citrus, in here, orange, definitely orange juice kind of sort of thing. Yeah, and some light tingling in the sinuses, which is a feature of hazy IPAs. And they don't include lactose in this, which I appreciate. Okay. Okay. Well, it does have the fruity juiciness initially, kind of weak. It's not really hitting the tongue with any authority. Definitely some fruitiness, but it seems a little bit watery. And of course, hazy IPA, we're not going to be showcasing the hops so much, but they should offer us some kind of fruit mix. And I am getting a light, the aroma, I definitely could pick out a variety of different things here. And the flavor, a little bit muddled. Again, perhaps some stone fruit, something a little scratchy, I don't know, pine. That wouldn't seem to be a good feature for this style. Citrus for sure. Light kind of tingling in the mid palate, and then it fades away. It doesn't leave much of a final impression. So this is not terrible. It's not great. It's not the best hazy IPA I have had. I'm sure not, or you have had probably. But very serviceable. Yeah, I could drink this again, I think. I don't think I would pay for it, but I could have one again. Once again, this is called the Hotani Craft. The Hotani Craft plus Iwami Bakushu number 1, or 01, Old Country Road Fresh Hop Hazy IPA. So they took their hops down to Iwami Bakushu Brewery in Shimane and made a beer down there and canned it. This is the first can I've seen from Hotani, the Hotani Craft. And all their other beers have been in bottles, so this is a good sign. Maybe they're, moving on in their own way and doing okay, I guess. I kind of feel like, if you've seen the movie, what's the Facebook movie called? With Jesse Eisenberg, I forgot, the title escapes me, but in the movie, the young Mark Zuckerberg is presenting his ideas to Sean Parker, the founder of Napster, and they talk for a while, and I think Parker's kind of impressed by him, and The Social Network, that's the title, and at the end of the meeting, he walks out and he turns around and he says, drop the, because at that time, Facebook was called the Facebook. Drop the, and I kind of feel like this. I would like to tell them to drop the in the Hotani Craft, but in any case, I probably will never have a chance to do that, and that's fine. So once again, the Hotani Craft plus Iwami Bakushu, number 1, Country Road Fresh Hop Hazy IPA. You tend to find these. I've seen these in a few supermarkets locally, and but go online and you could probably order. I'll put a link to them as well. Okay, you can check their website. That's it for today. Stay healthy. Take care. Bye bye.